What's up, everybody? Welcome. Listen, it's November now. Halloween's over. I give it about a week before we start hearing Mariah Carey on the radio station. So,
that's not my least favorite Christmas song, so I'm fine with that.
What's your least favorite Christmas song? Get the mic closer.
The Beatles song.
So this is Christmas.
No, not that one.
What have you done?
No.
What?
No, it's the it's got like a weird doot. There's a Beatles Christmas song that I can't stand.
It clearly doesn't bother you enough for you to remember.
No, well, because I can't hear it right now. But
how's it go?
Do. Do. Simply having a wonderful Christmas. I cannot stand that song.
Yeah, that song gets stuck in my head.
Makes me want to stab people in the eyeball.
I wonder how much money they got paid to sing that song. That's a Paul McCartney song. If it's annoying like that and super repetitive, 100% it's a Paul McCartney song. Which we all know that John Lennon was the better Beatle songwriter.
I don't know. There were some Wings songs made it pretty big. Band on the Run made
Paul McCartney.
All I know is the only Beatles song that I guess. Well, let's get back to the intro.
You can tell.
The only Beatles song that I really, really love is
Dude, you suck. All right, well, you sit there and get your Alzheimer's kicked back into place. Hey, thanks for joining us. Appreciate all the support you guys have been showing us and all throughout this year and everything that's going on now. So please, if you haven't, go ahead and take the time right now to hit the subscribe button below if you're watching us on YouTube, and if you're listening to us on any iPod distribution channel, such as Spotify, iTunes, whatever, go ahead and hit the subscribe button too. And if you really dig the podcast, please go ahead and share it to everybody else. And don't forget that we're doing a lot of extra content on YouTube, so you can join us for the live game streams. You can even jump in on the Discord channel that we created now, so you can have a conversation with any of us whenever we're live streaming, or just start the conversation on the chat. If you're a jerk, I'll kick you out. So, don't be a dick.
No, we'll be a dick back, by the way.
Yeah, well,
we have no problems being dicks back.
Unlike other podcasts, we have no problem with roasting you. And it's actually one of my favorite things to go on our video comments and just roasting people. So I got time. I will do the research. I'm actually making a video on one person alone who tried to put me down because of the video that I did a long time ago, that dissecting a fake black belt. And it turns out it was this Hollywood wannabe martial artist who claims himself like an MMA coach and stuff. The dude, he couldn't do jiu-jitsu if his life depended on it.
By the way, I got into an argument with a guy
at racetrack.
No, over Instagram, over Sabah's voting for Trump.
Oh gosh, I thought you were gonna sit there about the. No, that was super dorky, but
no, but it was funny.
Give him credit for his doing it with a straight face, or whatever, man. Why? What did he say? He just got mad that he talked trash.
No. He got mad because Sabah made a post where he's voted for Trump, and the dude was called him some kind of name or whatever, and I was like, dude.
Whatever, man. I'm glad all this stuff is going to be over soon once all this stuff gets figured out.
But he's got a podcast as well. It's called MMA Interviews.
Who, Sabat?
No, the guy that I got into it with.
Oh, really? Oh, I think I know who you're talking about then. So I'll have to go check it out. Anyway, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And why don't you take the time and check out the sponsors, the people who support us, who have supported us from day one. And if you check out the description of the video or the podcast, you'll get the hookup. That's right. We give out some discount promo codes where you get to hook up on some of the best gear in jiu-jitsu from awesome sponsors like Choke Aloha, who have some of the best gear, like I'm rocking right now. Jiu-Jitsu Soap Co. has some amazing soaps and bath bombs and bombs stuff. And if you hadn't taken time reading your phone, Grandpa. And also Draft Choke. So shout out to all of our sponsors. Please check them out. Go give them some support. When you support them, you're also supporting us when you're using the promo code. So please take the time out. We appreciate it. Let us know. If you dig the gear, take a photo of it, post it, tag us, and we'll share it, as long as you're not ugly like this guy. So we'll get it out there. But let's get into some shit talking, because I do have a little bit of jiu-jitsu news that we got going on there.
Okay, you're done, finally. By the way, the song is Don't
Uh,
Let Me Down.
nobody cares.
Don't let
Nobody
me
cares.
down.
Yeah,
That's my favorite beat.
you let me down all the time. Okay, let's get this party started. Oh yeah, you don't have the. You can't hear the other ones. So you get your herpes out there.
No, I got my lip split at Jay-Z's.
Oh, you got your. That's right.
I got an elbow.
By Jay-Z or by Lex?
No, neither. By one of the other kids, young kid.
You got elbowed by a kid.
He's going for head and arm, and he like snatched his elbow back and was like, whack. I was like, mother of pearl.
And you can't do mouth guards either. Yeah.
Nope.
So you got to take that one to the.
I took it like a man.
With your bird lips. It sucks. So you got no protection here. And take a shot. It's like mini mouth guard right here. This is a natural made mouth guard. The inside sucks though when you get shot like that.
Ugh.
So you're training with helping Lex out training for
I
the
just
fight?
did today. Just today.
Yeah. How's he looking? I haven't spoken to Lex in a while.
He's looking good. I mean, look, he's 49 years old, man, and he's gonna do a fight.
Yeah, he's.
So it's like
Lex is like as nice as he is. People don't realize he's a legit badass.
I love. He told me today why he's doing it, and yeah. I was like, now that's rad.
No, he's got a legit. And if you guys don't know who we're talking about, Lex McMahon, the one of the owners of Titan Fighting, Titan FC, which is an organization that I worked for a couple of years. A great organization. Check them out.
On UFC Fight Pass.
Yeah, they got the fights on UFC Fight Pass, but go check it out. Titan FC on Instagram and stuff, or the website, and so you can see the whole story that and the reason why Lex is fighting and stuff like that, which is really cool. Much respect for him, especially at his age, and not that I should be like throwing out my man's like personal business, but he's like legit, like almost blind. Yeah, so like when we went out shooting a couple of years ago, like he's got to wear like some big glasses, and he was doing it without his glasses, and he was still nailing targets. Like he's a Marine through and through.
He's a Marine, yeah.
He
So
doesn't care. Like take his
you know,
eyesight, he's still nailing that shot.
So I worked with him. You know, we worked on some mount escapes and stuff like that today, and what to do, and he'll probably be there next Wednesday. I'll work with him again.
Yeah,
you know, it's just good to have somebody. I'm sure for him to have somebody
close to the other side.
Yeah, bigger to work with.
Man, I want to go roll with Lex. Go bear hug him. Actually, it wouldn't even make that much of a difference because he had Struve, like for the longest time training with him. So I'm sure Struve put enough length on him.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, you know he was Struve's. I guess he still is Struve's like manager. He was Brendan Schaub's manager. I think he still manages Shorty. But yeah, no, Lex is a hard worker, man. He's got an awesome family too. His daughters are hilarious. They're super fun to be around because we used to do a podcast over at his place too. So you sit in his office and there's like dead animals, knives, and guns all over the place. Like this is what I'm talking about. Are you gonna do World's Masters or what?
Yeah.
Are you gonna do American Nationals?
No.
So, in case you haven't heard, so let's get right into the news before we get into some shit talking. American Nationals is announced. It's going to be in Dallas, December 4th through the 6th. So it's literally American Nationals and the week after Masters. A week after.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. A couple of our guys are doing it. Should be fun. A couple of our guys are doing it, so it should be at least ending the year.
Does everything.
Anea, man, I give Anea props because last year Anea put in a lot of work. He was like working out a lot, and then I think he toned it down a little bit. And it sucks for him because this year he came back with a vengeance, and regardless of like even with the pandemic, like I know he was still kind of like training and stuff. So I think he missed out on a lot of opportunities to really like shine. But he's putting in the work, man. I'm really proud of the guy.
Traveling to every single tournament.
Yeah,
it's like
I'm really proud of the kid because he's like even in the last 6 months, his game has improved like tenfold. Like I have to really pay attention. Like I can't be just like laxed on it because like he will get it and he'll get it legit. And even like if we start kind of scrapping a little bit more, like he will catch it. Like he will catch like a nice like triangle or something like that. So there's no joke, man.
Competition changes you.
Yeah.
When you compete that much, it'll change you.
Yeah, and like the good part too is when you get that change of mindset of when you come in to actually compete, and you're finishing the matches the way that he's finishing them. Man, it's good. And he's had some tough matches, and he's all about like whatever, like absolute done. Like he'll sign up for the absolute too. Yeah. Which is he can listen, man. I've watched him like flip guys my size. I've watched him legitimately flip guys my size, so he can do it. I think it's just certain like man. If he tweaks just certain little things in his game or his mindset on like the reasoning for certain moves instead of just the technique alone, dude, he's going to be a world beater for sure. For sure. But yeah, so American Nationals on December 4th. And this weekend is actually that Polaris squad too. So I'm gonna tune in. Like I watched a little bit of that first one, and it was, I mean, I love the guys from Polaris. They're friends of mine, but man, that first one was boring because everything was like draw.
What's it
on Fight Pass. Yeah, it's on Fight Pass. So it's just the European teams, obviously, because of like the travel ban and stuff.
I tell you what, if they were smart, they would adopt that golden, the golden point. Is that what it is? The golden
like takedown, like whoever gets the first point wins.
The first point wins.
I think we're in a weird state right now with jiu-jitsu. I think everybody now is on the search for that perfect rule set. And it's either you're looking for the perfect rule set or you just want ADCC rules. Because EBI rules don't really work. They're
I used to love the EBI rules.
I never truly liked them.
But I really like that golden point. That, at the end, if there's no points and no winner, then next point wins. And first point wins.
For sure. It's death match. Like that's what it should be. Like next point wins. So you can't
and
be.
That kind of turns into an ADCC match from there. Like and that golden point time is like ADCC. It's aggressive as shit.
Well, I mean, I think that's the part too that makes it super tough for ADCC because like a lot of people don't realize that the time is split.
The 5 and 5.
Yeah, the 5 and 5 is split. So like, a lot of people will coast that first 5 minutes, and then they start playing it. But I mean, that's why you get guys that are like, Gordon and like Cyborg that know how to play the rules to the T. But when it comes to all these other rule sets, I mean, some rule sets are absolute just garbage. Like there's just say IBJJF rules and let's just move on with whatever's going on right now.
I had heard a rumor that they were thinking about going to the golden point.
IBJJF? I doubt it. I think maybe they were gonna do it for like black belt finals.
Maybe, I don't know.
Like which would kind of make sense. I think they need to get rid of closeouts. Closeouts shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah, closeouts should not be allowed.
Like closeouts should not be allowed.
I was gonna say this to the world. If you do a closeout, that's cheap. You're cheating yourself and you're cheating your friend or your.
I think you're cheating the audience of a good match.
And you're cheating the audience. Just compete. If you can't handle the emotion afterwards at the gym, then you're in the wrong sport.
I mean, it is what it is. That's the way like people choose to run and everything. But I think we're at such a weird spot of everybody trying to find that perfect rule set that for that to happen, I think there needs to become a unified jiu-jitsu refereeing organization. Like people that are specifically just certified 100%, zero, like minimal to zero mistakes on every call, and that this is the golden standard for jiu-jitsu matches. No more, we got the purple belt at our school, like he can come in and do it, and then stupid shit happens. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff has to be cut out for you to be able to say, okay, we know that we have a list of referees in these places that are certified under all these rule sets. If you want to do EBI rules, okay, we got the person. If you want to do ADCC rules, we have the person. Like you can't get like an ADCC ref. Like you can't just say, like I'm aware of the ADCC rule set. If you're doing ADCC rules, you have to have an ADCC ref. Like, you have to have an 80cc ref, which that's what makes it hard when people say that they want that kind of rule set. It's like that you can't do it that easily. Like, you just can't. So it's like, that's why for me, you go to Naga, like, people don't understand that, like, the rules are different. So then you end up having people bitch. Or you watch, like, people go to IBJJF that only competed in Naga, have no clue what they're doing, end up destroying somebody's knee because they're doing something stupid. And then they complain because they got DQ'd. So it's just one of those things, like,
Niba?
You meet Niba. Dude, I was watching this weekend a bunch of, like, the Hello Japan highlights. Oh, man, I haven't spoken to him forever, but, like, I love the highlights. I love just sitting there, like, 30 minutes of just people fucking up.
Things go wrong? What, is that one?
How to get DQ'd.
Is that what it is? How to get DQ'd?
How to get DQ'd. He's got some of the best highlights on the different DQs. He actually, I haven't seen it in a while, but he has, like, some awesome highlights of individual people.
I saw there's a highlight of a guy getting slammed twice in the same tournament by two different guys in the same way. He jumps guard and then they like
come up and slam.
They come up and slam him.
Yeah.
There's a.
I've seen it.
The first time it happens, the guy is like,
hey, what the hell?
Right, and then he starts rolling around.
Yeah.
Then it happens again. I'm like, oh, this is happening to this guy quite a lot.
Yeah.
People don't know that. But you know what? What's funny is that stuff happens a lot less
now.
Yeah, dude.
The slamming, yes, but the other stuff, no.
More and more, I think more and more people, like, back when I first started competing in like mid 2000s.
Yeah.
It was kind of Wild Westy.
Right.
Like nobody really knew the rule set.
Yeah.
You know, you just kind of went and did it. And, like, I didn't know points or whatever. I just was trying to kill somebody.
Yeah. Get the mic up to your mouth.
You can hear it.
Like, no, you're talking up here. I literally have the headphones. I know what's going on.
Your headphones are a piece of shit.
Stupid. All right. So go.
But, like, now in 2020, what a year. Now in 2020, I think more and more people understand what is expected. You know, in the whole rule set. It's like they have a better, like, we don't see as much idiocy as we used to see. It happens. It will never be clear of idiocy.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting the same kind of slams and stuff like that like we used to, but I
or
think
reaps, as many reaps. Or
no, see, the reaps are happening. I think the reaps continue to happen, and I think the like the random, like, weird, like, positions that dudes are gonna try and go to now because they're gonna try either doing some kind of calf slicer or whatever, like things that they see on TV or that they're learning at their gym, but they never saw, like, their coach doesn't compete, so they're not gonna be like, hey, by the way, like, practice the rule set, understand the rules. Like, there's so many coaches out there that never tell their students, know the rules. Like, there should be, at least for me, if I have a whole group of white belts that I know that they want to compete, and, like, listen, every week for like 15 minutes at the end of class, we're going to go over the rule set. We're going to sit there and go over all the rules, the points and stuff like that. All the roles, someone should be sitting there and counting, like, the points, like this, and this.
What I do is, for my gi classes, I roll IBJJF rules.
But the no gi is...
No gi is prison rules.
Yeah.
So,
which is kind of the way that tournaments are now anyway, unless it's IBJJF. No gi.
Yeah. Besides IBJJF.
What I'm curious about now is that the IBJJF is allowing the heel hooks and stuff and knee reaping in brown belt and black belt. Who's going to come in from the outside of IBJJF, like, competition to, like, demolish everybody, and who's going to drop out? Because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of, like, the high-level guys that normally win that are going to get wrecked first round because now it's one of the no-gi guys that's like, oh, I can knee reap, I can do all my stuff. Like, and now it's a no excuses for anybody from 10th Planet to sign up for IBJJF because they can do whatever they want now. I mean, minus, like, scissor sweep, like, takedowns, like, you can knee reap, you can heel hook, you can do, like, any of that stuff. Go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we'll lose anybody. I think
other than a twister,
that pisses me off.
Hey, listen,
that pisses me off because that is something that my school has worked on is twister, because it is so easy to get to.
Yeah.
And it's the fact that they don't allow it. Like, I can understand a neck crank, but this is a whole body twist.
It's a spinal crank. How is that any different? It's just lower. You can't.
Well, no, it's your whole body. So, like, if it's just your neck, you could damage the neck. It's a lot harder to damage the entire spine at once.
Not really.
Yes.
Not really with that kind of torque that you're getting.
Yes.
Just because someone can't do it that well on you, like, you're not going to sit there and you're not going to know that pain. You never felt that pain. Like,
because I have felt it.
Who's done the twister to you?
When I let my students try it on me.
Yeah, the guys that are 5'5", all 130 pounds.
What are you talking about? Calvin's 6'2".
Calvin?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the guy that competed at what weight class?
170.
And you're how much?
It doesn't matter.
All right,
who are you to tell me what my pain felt like?
So
I know exactly what the twister felt like.
No, so you're telling me
because it doesn't take a lot of torque.
Is Calvin going to give you the same amount of torque doing the twister as if Cyborg did it?
I don't know. Maybe not. Probably not. But Calvin is super strong.
So if
super strong,
I'm not saying he's not strong.
He is strong. He is definitely 220 strong. Definitely.
Okay, so because that's a stupid comparison. You're going out competing against.
It does not matter.
Listen.
Hold on. For the twister.
Okay.
No matter who puts it on, it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be.
So you're telling me you're rolling against Gabriel Gonzaga again, and Gabriel Gonzaga gets you in a twister. You're gonna last holding out just as long as you would if Calvin was going to.
I let Calvin put me in it, so I don't know. As soon as I wanted him to feel how easy it was. I let him get me in it. As soon as he started pulling my neck, I was very uncomfortable, and I had to tap. Very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's not going to be very uncomfortable. It's going to be very painful.
It's same.
No.
Uncomfortable and painful is the same to me.
No. Oh, no, it's not. Know it's not. Don't stop.
Yes.
Don't
yes.
know. With all your, with all my years of wrestling, you got to learn how to take a little bit of, like, discomfort and pain. Like, no. Now you're just saying that because you don't want to admit you were wrong.
No, I'm not wrong.
Because I can sit there and say, like...
You've never even been in a twister.
What? How do you know?
Because I know.
No. See, that's when you're stupid. When you're stupid.
I know you haven't been in a twister.
No, that's not true. Because I even did it when I rolled with Felipe. And Felipe put me in one. Dum-dum.
Which Felipe?
Little Felipe. So
you're telling me that little Felipe put you in a twister and you were fine?
No, I never said that I was fine. Tap? Hell yeah, I tapped before he got to the point where he was cranking me.
Okay, so it doesn't. So it does not matter the size. If you
listen, hold on, stop, shut up for a minute and pay attention. No, because you don't. Going to hurt. So you doing that obviously shows that you're wrong because you didn't listen when I told you that as soon as he got me into it, he didn't crank. I already tapped.
So you didn't. So you've never been in it.
Oh my gosh, you're fucking retarded. Go on to the next question. We're going to the next. No, because you're wrong.
No, I'm not wrong.
You know you're wrong because
totally
you're stupid.
Wrong.
Okay, let me put you in a twister right now and tell me that I'm putting out the same amount of effort that Calvin did when he did it to you.
100%. I guarantee you, it does not matter. Because
all right, settle up. Let's go.
We're not doing it on this table.
Why not?
We do not have enough room for you to put me in a twister. Number one. Number two.
All right, so we'll do it. We'll do it for video. We'll do it for video.
It does not matter.
We'll do it for video
because it doesn't take a lot of torque for it to happen.
I'm not saying it's not taking a lot of torque. I never said that. I'm saying the effort that the amount of put out of energy and strength that Calvin is going to put is nowhere near someone in the exact same weight class as you, and you know that.
100%. But
so that's what I'm saying.
That doesn't mean it's going to be any worse. The pain is the pain. No matter how hard they pull, the pain is the pain. Let me ask you a question. If I put you in an arm bar, compared to if Anea put you in an arm bar, is it going to be different?
Absolutely.
No. The arm bar is an arm bar. When your arm is locked out, there's no more pain. There's no difference between the pain that I put on and he puts on.
You're putting out a whole different argument whatsoever. That is not about the pain. We're talking about the output of pressure that it's going to take. Calvin is not going to put enough pressure out there to snap your spine.
He could.
Oh my gosh, you're so fucking stupid.
He could. Calvin is a ball of muscle.
Calvin, as strong as he is not going to be anywhere remotely close as if you got either Luke Rockhold or Gabriel Gonzaga putting you in a twister.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter because it's one of those positions where you don't have to use a lot of torque.
Is there a difference between someone putting you in a triangle compared to somebody, like if I put you in a triangle compared to somebody else putting you in a triangle?
Yeah, because you need to have the length to do it. You don't need the length to do a twister. If Felipe can put you in a twister, then that shows you don't need to be big to do it.
No one said that the size makes a difference. So if you can get it or not.
That's what you're saying.
No, you dummy.
That's what you're saying. The size makes a difference.
The strength and size of the person putting in the chokehold, putting in the twister.
Do you guys
You're
see
stupid.
what I deal
You're
with?
dumb. You're dumb, dude. I'm not even gonna get into it with you because you're so stupid at the fact that you can't have a conversation when you know you're wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Well, I guarantee you that you are.
How would you know you've never been in the twister?
I'm more than happy. I'm more than happy.
You pussied out before you can feel what it felt like.
Okay, buddy. Whatever you say.
Let me tap. Let me pussy out because I don't want to feel it.
Okay, buddy. Yeah, because I'm not gonna be dumb like you and be like, oh guys, I can't roll my back.
Pussy. Back. Oh, I don't want to feel it. Tap me out. Tap me out.
Yeah, let me know how that worked out for you.
It works out fine. I never got hurt rolling.
What? You never got hurt rolling?
Not rolling.
Not rolling?
No.
Do you want me to pull up the highlight of you getting your legs snapped from Gabriel Gonzaga?
That's a tournament. I thought
that's rolling. Is that not rolling? What is that?
That's a competition.
Are they sure that's not rolling in competition?
No, that's not.
That's not rolling in competition?
No, it's not rolling. Rolling is what you do at the end of class.
Oh, okay. Whatever you say, buddy.
Rolling.
Anyway, next, a bunch of Bellator fighters got kicked out.
Of what?
You really? Are you gonna
ask Bellator? That? They got fired, is what you're saying.
They got kicked out. They got fired, or they retired. But including AJ Agazam, which that's kind of interesting.
That
to me.
Doesn't surprise me.
I mean,
he's had lackluster showings.
He's won his fights. He lost one, I think.
Yeah, but it was an ugly.
It wasn't
ugly
like
fight.
a big striking fight. He made it a jiu-jitsu match.
It wasn't even it was more of a wrestling match than anything. It was the AJ Agazar matches that I watched were like snooze fests.
Yeah,
snooze fests.
But so did Frank Mir, Roy Nelson, which kind of like it makes sense because of their age.
Yeah, they just aged out.
But they didn't retire. Joe Schilling got kicked out too. He got fired. And then
he's old too.
He's 36. Like he's not too bad. I mean, he's still former Glory kickboxing champion, stuff like that. So he still had fights in him. But I'm curious now where AJ's gonna go because he's not gonna go to the UFC.
No, he's not gonna.
So the only other option for him is either gonna be something like Ryzen or ONE FC,
or he's just not gonna do MMA.
I don't think so. I think he's gonna stay in MMA. He's gonna stay in MMA.
I don't know what his. Let me see what his record is.
I want to say it was something like 3-2 or something like that. 3-3. Oh, and then obviously what's his face too because of vacating the belt. You know, I could have pulled it up here faster, right?
Well, you should have told me that. He's 5. He's 3-2.
Right?
Yeah. So
both
losses by decision,
and 3 wins by submission.
No, one by
decision, 2 by submission.
Yeah, he lost to Chris his last fight, unanimous decision. He's triangled Adel Altamini. He beat Jonathan Kuros.
What's his weight class?
145.
And where's Gary fight?
1.
No, weight class.
I think 170.
No, really?
Yeah, I think so. Because you fight up a weight class in 1.
Featherweight. He fights in featherweight.
Whatever.
What's AJ? Yeah, that's 135. No, lightweight. Yeah, AJ's lightweight. So he's a 146. I think Gary could stay up there 145. Ooh, Gary Tonin against
Yeah,
AJ
but
Agazam.
they're weird at one where like
No, they have the 10%. You're not allowed to cut more than 10%. But from everybody that I spoke with, it's not like a solid check. You know, like if you're overseas, like remember like when Herbert was in it, like he told me like flat out, he's like, yeah, they ask you is all they do. It's like, oh, did you do that? Okay, whatever. Like once you get over there, they don't like truthfully care. I think the only time they really cut anybody out, I can't even think. I think they only did it to like 1 or 2 people. California will kick people out now because of like if they get past that 10%.
Florida did it to Gilbert.
Yeah, but that one was weird. Like it wasn't like a legit thing. Like I think he only had like a couple of pounds left, and it was like weird the way that they did it. And to me, it seemed like it was probably a little bit more personal, just because it's a Florida commission. But that's neither here or there. I'm back into the idea of Gary Tonin going up against AJ Agazam, because that's going to be
I think they've competed against each other before.
I'm sure they rolled against each other before, but I would highly favor, no disrespect to AJ, but I would highly favor Gary on that one, which I still would want to see.
AJ is great selling the fight. He is not great.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
Fight.
Like, how entertaining would it be the lead up to that fight of AJ against Gary?
They're not. They're in different leagues, and what I mean by that is.
Oh no! And shit talking?
No. I think Gary's like 5-0.
No, I think he's better than that, isn't he?
No, I don't think so.
I'll tell you right now. I just had it up. 5-0. Yeah.
5-0. All by finish.
Submission or TKO?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like,
yeah, but it's like you can't. Like
it would be a very, very bad
all
fight.
Finishes.
It would be a bad fight for AJ, and it would be a non-consequential fight for Gary.
Yeah, it's like a lose-lose for everybody.
But as a fan, knowing the kind of shit talking that would happen on the lead up to the fight, but Gary doesn't really talk shit before the fights. I just think AJ would try and like inflame him so bad that Gary would just have to respond.
Yeah, well, we saw what happened when he competed against Wagner.
Oh yeah, it's funny. I actually watched that again the other day. He really, really sent him out of that.
Yeah, he
that
kicked
ring.
his ass. Like
He literally
kicked him in the ass.
I think that's the last time I saw Wagner compete in a gi. Was that match? What's the last time I've seen like Wagner compete in a gi? I can't even think that. I don't
know. The plan is to go down there this weekend, though.
Are you gonna go down? You gotta train with. I think Gilbert will be down there too. Have you been to Sanford? Went to Sanford 2 weeks ago. It's a nice gym, man. It's kind of dope. I don't know what the hell that other place is. It's connected with this place called Barwis, something like that. But you go in. It's a nice little like storefront, like hardwood and stuff. They have a pool table right there, and like I think there's a gym, like a weightlifting gym. And then you hang a right, and it's this huge open gym. It's big, like, man. Think of the mat space that was at Jocko when it was at its biggest, times 2.
Yeah.
Like that.
I've seen this. Massive. I've seen the pictures.
It's massive. But the weirdest part is that there's like batting cages right next to it. So it's like there's cycles all the way over here, huge mat space.
Why are there batting cages?
I don't know. I guess they train baseball players there. Like the Barwis people, I guess, train baseball players or something. But I mean, it's either way. It's a nice freaking gym, man. It's all white. Well, black
hopefully
coffee.
Gilbert gives Ari his black belt.
I don't see why not. Probably after like another year.
No. Ari's ready. Ari's been ready.
I'm not saying Ari isn't ready. Again, pay attention. I'm saying that it's probably gonna just be like a year of him teaching under Gilbert.
No. I don't think so. I think Gilbert will.
The Gilbert rule?
No, I think Gilbert will give it to him earlier.
I don't see why not. It's funny.
I mean, he is teaching his system. I mean, he's. So, there's a reason why Ari got that job.
Yeah.
So.
It's funny, like, Gabe comes back, he's like, I just finished rolling with Gilbert. we trained all takedowns. He's like, fuck this, I'm tired. I was like, good, let's roll, let's go. I'm like, perfect. Like, I need some.
Yeah, Gabe's gonna get good doing because he drills with Ari every morning.
Yeah, he drills with Ari. He's doing like 2 a days, man. Like, you know, I mean, he hasn't trained that hard like he used to, and now he's going back to it. So once he gets back into that routine, man, Gabe's gonna be a beast. Like, he's pretty solid now. So like training with Ari and then going over there too and stuff like that, Gabe's gonna be pretty solid too. Speaking of black belts, Nicky Ryan and Ethan Krellenstein got their black belts. Nicky got his black belt after a year as brown belt.
That's all you really. That's the minimum.
No, I know that's the minimum, but that's like, I think it was just because he needed to wait the year by IBJJF rules or something. That like I think Danaher was going to do that because he got his brown belt at ADCC. I watched him get it, so it's man. Now it opens up the door for even more matches and stuff for him. There's going to be a lot of challenges now.
And he's still only, what, 18? 19?
Yeah. Young, 17, right?
No, I think he's older than 17.
No, yeah, he's going to be 18, 19 now.
I'm wondering if he could ever get as big or as good.
Nicky Ryan, age 71 years. No, that's the Irish recording engineer. It's funny. It says Nicky Ryan, Irish recording engineer, but it's got the photo of like the whole crew. Nicholas Dominic Ryan is an Irish music producer, recording engineer, and manager. He is best known as the longtime business and recording partner of the singer, songwriter, and musician Enya.
That's funny.
That's great. I love Wikipedia. Let me see it. No. Give me Nicky Ryan. This is old article from Flow Grappling. Come on,
yeah,
Flo.
what year was it? It's at 16.
Yeah.
We could do the math.
We can do calculations. 2017.
So 3 years ago.
So 19.
Or he's either 18 or 19, depending on when his birthday is.
Depending on when his birthday is. Speaking of which, Flow Grappling, for real, you need a couple more articles on Nicky Ryan here. That's a disgrace that he's only got like 1 or 2 articles on here. What's up with this? Yeah. So yeah, they got their black belt and their knives. Oh, you didn't know this? So Danaher gifts knives as his gift to his students. Let me pull it up because I was reading the whole explanation. It's actually pretty cool, like reasoning behind it. Like symbolism for him. It's all about like symbolism. John Danaher, Instagram. Let me see. I love the fact that he's got like this giant ass. Like,
wait.
Hold on, let me see if I can pull up the post that he had. I guess it's this one. So, I am often asked why I sometimes present students with a knife or sword after significant achievement. I believe strongly in the value of symbols in our lives as a mean of clarifying, representing, and reminding us of ideas that are important. And I believe blades have a good deal of symbolic meaning in martial arts. Blade tools and weapons were one of the first great instances of technology, taking mankind from our primitive beginnings at the bottom of the animal kingdom and taking us out of the common food chain as dominant over other animal species. Naked, we humans are among the most feeble of animals, but with spears in hand, we among the most formidable. I can't even see. We among the most formidable, just as Jiu-Jitsu is a technology that takes us from feeble helplessness in the face of confrontation to a formidable adversary for even much stronger and more aggressive tormentors. Ooh, that's deep. I lost my place. Knives like Jiu-Jitsu are morally neutral. They can be used to perform good deeds, save lives, and they can be used for murder. All right, aggressive. Like Jiu-Jitsu, they are only as good or bad as the person using them. Steel, the basis of blades, goes through a metamorphosis from clumps of iron ore, and through knowledge, refinement, and extreme pressure is forged into beautiful, shining steel, just as we begin as unpromising, clumsy white belts and are subjected to pressure and knowledge that transforms us into black belts. It goes on for a while, but
yeah, I was gonna say, do we have time to read a John?
Yeah, he goes deep into it, but it's cool, man. Hey, I'd be dope to get a knife from John Danaher. I wonder if he's sponsored by them. Did you see the photo of him without a rash guard on?
No.
Someone posted. I think it's because Jitsu posted a photo of Danaher without
in a t-shirt.
Yeah, just in a t-shirt. Am I right? Yeah, here you go. Seeing John Danaher without a rash guard is like seeing a turtle without a shell. Oh man, that's awkward. That's a rare sight to behold, to see any of that. So, can I put it? I won't put it up on the stream, and it becomes a pain in the butt. But yeah, so shout out to Nicky Ryan. We still got to get him on the podcast. I got to reach out to our buddy and see if we can get Nicky. I wanted to do a live game stream with him, and like do an interview / live game stream. It'd be kind of fun to do.
That would be kind of fun.
Like just shit talking while playing video games. Like, yeah, you could beat me on the mats, but I just boom headshot. Oh, we should do that. I could start up a nice little private server. We could do a game of Among Us too. It just could be funny, just to be us to see who the imposter is. But yeah, so I'm curious as to what the next steps are going to be for him. Just because like he hasn't competed that much, other than like 1 or 2 matches here and there. He competed against Jay-Z earlier in the year. He
competes all the time.
No, Nicky Ryan, no.
Yeah.
No, he didn't compete. Like, he doesn't compete a lot. Let me see. Where's my BJJ Heroes? Does he have a BJJ Heroes page? I would love to see him, like, go through like the IBJJF Nogi just to, like, rack up kills. And see, like, going through, like...
Well, here's the thing, man. There's going to be a lot of killers doing it.
For sure. Why is he not coming up? Ryan Hall. Let's just go to... Yeah, see, he doesn't have... So he did 3 matches this year. Jay-Z, then Ty Rutolo, and then Tony Ramos. So, no, he hasn't competed that much.
There hasn't been a lot of competitions.
He competed a lot last year, but no, there's been pretty decent amount of competitions, all things considered.
Not of note.
Third Coast, Fight to Win, Submission Underground.
Yeah, but
Subversive the other day. I mean, there hasn't been major ones, but there's been some pretty good ones that could have hosted his level of competition. Now, my thing is, does he go up against Mikey?
He's way bigger than Mikey.
I mean, Mikey's gotten pretty big too, though.
But he's still way bigger than Mikey.
He's going to get bigger, like, anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly never stopped Mikey. Definitely didn't stop Mikey against Ali. So, I think it'd be a good match just to see.
Yeah, but then I watched Mikey get
smashed.
Mm-hmm. At the pans.
Yeah. Yeah, that was weird. But no, he didn't compete at Pans.
He did.
Mikey Musumeki?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he wasn't coming to Pans.
He wasn't, but then he did. I watched the match.
Really? That's weird. You think maybe he was like fucking with people?
He entered the heavyweight division.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I wasn't paying attention to the heavyweight division. Do you think he was like fucking with people to catch people by surprise?
I don't think Mikey's like that. I don't think that's what it was. I think he was just legitimately not going to do it and then said, why not?
They probably like reached out like, you sure you don't want to compete? Free entry? He's like, okay, I do. I got to check out his DVD. He released a DVD finally. So I'm curious to see what he added on there compared to what he taught us a few years ago. You right? You're spacing out on me?
Trying to think what he taught.
You didn't take the classes. Remember when
when he was teaching at Jocko. Yeah. Him and Tammy.
Yeah. I mean, they taught us a couple of like good, really like high-level techniques, considering a lot of us were just white belts and blue belts. I think, man, I think the only person that was probably purple belt at the time was Gabe, because Ari was just training with Mikey anyway. Other than that, it was all white belts. It's pretty crazy, and they probably had no effing clue. They had no clue.
Who the people taking the class?
I mean, they knew because...
Well, we didn't really know either. I mean, we knew they were good, and we knew Mikey had won world championships up until brown belt, but he wasn't a black belt champion at that point.
No, but I think it's also...
He wasn't Mikey Musumeci that the world knows now.
I mean, no. I think I knew a little bit more just because hanging around with Gilbert more and hanging around with them like a little bit more and talking to them more. Because if someone's under like Gilbert's wing like that point, like then that's someone that's got some caliber to them. Like Gilbert just doesn't pick up anybody like that. So I kind of knew, but man, I wish we could have had like some more classes with him because it was a lot of like cut to the chase, like this, and this. This is what works. This is why. And then like you could ask like any kind of question, and Mikey would get so deep into the like intricacies or whatever, you could end up having like a 4-hour class. If there wasn't like other stuff going on the mats at the time, you'd end up having a 4-hour class because we'd all be just sitting there like talking, asking questions, and trying out techniques and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do, but I think a good match between him and Nicky Ryan definitely should go on the.
I don't know. I don't know, Mikey. I don't know how Mikey is well versed. Mikey is in the leg game.
Pretty good. Didn't he have the fastest submission with a leg lock?
With a straight ankle lock, but that's not the leg game. That is
true.
That is IBJJF rules, but that is not the leg game.
He also caught it like really like at a weird angle. Yeah. I think it's deeper than he's shown. I would say that it's
well,
deeper
yeah,
than
it might
shown.
be. I don't know. I'm just saying it all depends. Is how well versed he is on that.
That's why I'm curious about like the change, man. I'm really, really curious about the change of the IBJJF rules and what that means for the tournaments. Like the swing of powers. Like,
well, first of all, they really don't have a lot of no-gi tournaments.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so is it really going to make that big of a deal?
I think so. Like, if all of a sudden you start getting people from like 10th Planet coming in, and wrecking the black belt divisions, black belt and brown belt divisions in IBJJF, like, I mean, that's gonna ruffle some feathers for sure. Like, wouldn't you say so?
Of course.
Can you not chew ice on the mic?
Now it makes sense for them to enter, but there's still techniques they won't be able to do.
There's still going to be a lot of techniques that they're not going to be able to do. But I think if you like cut that out, like any of like the spinal locks and stuff like that, or I guess they would still be able to do their electric chair because it's technically a knee bar.
I don't know.
Because it would be a knee bar.
I don't know.
Because that's what part of like, again, like when I was watching the highlights, the DQ videos again, a lot of the guys got DQ'd because they were doing the electric chair at lower levels.
Yeah, to me, I think all submissions should be legal.
Right, but that's not what we're talking about.
I understand, but it's like I hate that there's a rule set for stuff like that. I think what I think we should have a purge.
A purge?
A purge tournament.
I don't think anybody would sign up.
Where all submissions are legal.
It kind of never really works out for Naga.
It's not they don't have all submissions are legal. There's a rule set with them too.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you end up getting like a lot of shitheads when you have rules that like rule sets like that.
No, I understand, but that like isn't
that technically ADCC rules then? Because all submissions are legal in ADCC.
All of them? I don't know. I don't
Pretty
know.
sure.
I don't know if there's anything illegal via ADCC.
I should just text Carlos right now. He'd be like, "You dummy."
Mm.
Are all submissions?
I've never competed at ADCC.
Submissions, points, referee, how you can win, championship G, match time limits, trials, legal techniques, any kind of choke except for using the hand to close the wind wipe.
Go do illegal techniques.
Illegal, full Nelson and crucifix.
So no neck crank.
But that doesn't mean you can't do a twister. No striking of any kind, no eye gouging or fish hooking, no grabbing the ears, no hair pulling, no finger or toe holds. Oh, that sucks. You can't do a toe hold.
No.
It says no finger or toe holds. So granted, fingers I'm okay with. The toe hold you should be able to do.
I'm thinking they think like an actual toe
manipulation.
Toe manipulation.
No thumbing. What's thumbing? Like fish hooking?
I don't know.
No scratching and pinching. No kicking. No biting. No touching groin area. Oh, I mean, just chop my balls off here. It goes like all of Neil's.
What if you do it nicely?
Right?
What if you do it nicely?
Can you imagine? Oh, dude, how fucking nuts would that be? The middle, like the beginning of the match. All right, buddy, let's do this. And then just a little tickle. Like, dude, you totally throw him off. You'd either piss him off to no end or you throw him off and like, whoa, what the hell? It would be like a full-on Borat move. Be like, okay, I touch. Okay, we start. No touching groin area. No hands, knees, or elbows on face. So you can't do that.
I would love to do this. Ready? Combat, and we're gonna do smack and bump. Nice dick, bro. Dude, could you imagine if somebody said that to you? You'd have been. It would like
killer hog, son.
just be like sweet dick.
Yeah. So you're packing heat. What? I think most people aren't that attentive to the conversation to be able to hear it. So you'd have to make it like really like awkward enough to where it stops that focus. Because you know how it is. You come say hi, but as soon as like you get that amp, like it's time. Like it's very hard to break that concentration.
Yeah, it would just be funny if you could.
You have to like hold hands. You have to be like, hey, nice dick, bro. No, just like go about it. Like, because that pause, like holding, you just got to be like, what the fuck is holding my hand?
You gotta
so
have the
long
right
for?
Inflection. You just have to be like, you just gotta be like,
just because you touched.
You just gotta be like, before you do it, you're like, dude, nice dick. And that's
like you really have to add emphasis to it.
Yeah, you gotta add emphasis to it.
Like you can't do like the Ace Ventura like, sweet hog. Like, was it like you smell terrific? No slippery substances allowed on body or clothing. Yeah, that's the old school.
So no neck cranks. So I think there should be.
It doesn't say no neck cranks. It just
full
says
Nelson
full
is a
Nelson
neck
and
crank.
crucifix. Those specific moves.
I
it
know,
doesn't
but
say no neck cranks. But see, here's the thing. So obviously we've had Carlos on here plenty of times, and I've had hours on end of conversations of just like rule sets and ADCC rules and all that stuff. ADCC rules are very specific yet very vague at the same time, and it's like that for a reason. So if it's
take that off of there, and that's what I would like to do.
Take
that
the full
top,
Nelson and crucifix off?
Yeah, take that top one off. And that's...
Could you really submit someone with the full Nelson?
Yeah.
Like if you really got
If you really cranked it in,
yeah.
Yes.
Because it's almost like a reverse can opener.
And no crucifixes. How, like... Because that's a total neck crank.
You know what I think too is like I think with the
what
crucifix,
if you get the crucifix and you get the choke?
I think it's still because you get into that crucifix position and because of the scrambling, just style of ADCC rule set, like it just puts it at like an increased danger. Someone doing something crazy stupid to try and get out.
They did like try to do a backflip and broke their neck, but that's on them again.
So I heard a story today, and I meant to forward it to you. And they actually kind of connects with the video that I meant to show you. Where is it? Big Bad
Voodoo Daddy?
No, Big Bad Bigelow. Is it
Bam Bam Bigelow?
Bam Bam Bigelow was telling a story about when Andre the Giant just crapped on somebody. Yeah, like that was probably one of the funniest 5 minutes of my life, where he was drinking clamato juice and tequila all day. Like in Mexico, and then that night they had to have a match, and he just crapped on somebody's chest.
Yeah, I can't remember who that was, but I know that story.
So if you want to look it on YouTube, look it at. Okay, so now this is what I meant to show you, and I only need to play the audio for people. So put these on. So for those of you who have been catching the live stream, again, appreciate you jumping in. So we have the Discord channel. And we're always like, you're talking trash, like how you do playing video games. So one of the guys showed me this video that, like, I guess somebody shared of someone gaming, but literally crapping his pants while he was gaming. There's no video of it, but there's the gameplay video.
Will it make me laugh harder than Leroy Jenkins?
I think so. Now here's like, you guys are only going to hear the audio. You guys are only going to hear the audio, but I want you to pay attention to the sounds. Okay, so this kid is playing, I want to say he's playing like Max Payne or something like that, or GTA or something, and just listen to what happens. All right, so this was live game streaming, not us. This is somebody else that was live game streaming and needed to go to the bathroom.
Demetrius, get off the game, go to the bathroom, and take a shit. Now.
Hey.
Bathroom and shit now. Go to the bathroom and take a shit. I can smell you. Get off.
Hey,
go to the bathroom.
Get out.
Go to the bathroom. I can smell you shitting yourself. Get up and go to the bathroom. Now.
No.
Get up and go to the bathroom.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet. No.
I will rip everything apart. I swear to God.
bad.
Go to the bathroom.
Not yet.
You're shitting yourself.
Not yet.
You're shitting yourself. Poop is coming out of your fucking asshole. Go to the bathroom.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go.
Not yet. No.
Go to the goddamn bathroom.
Not yet.
How good is that? Did you hear him?
Yeah, but it's like that's what was getting me was the not yet, not yet.
Not yet. But you could hear like
Light's gonna be fixed
in the back. He's literally crapping his pants.
What?
Oh,
how jacked up is it that your mom has to come in and scream at you, go to the bathroom
Because she
now.
can hear you crapping your pants.
I can smell you. You are shitting your pants. No, not
man.
now.
See, like, that's what's funny is that a lot of people are like, oh, that would never happen to me. I used to say that too. Till the day you end up pooping your pants. It happens to everybody. But I have never willingly sat there, just been playing video games, just shitting my pants because I didn't want to get up.
I like how Rogan says he shits his pants a couple times a year.
I mean, it happens. It definitely happens.
I've never actually shat in my pants.
Really? You've
I
never
may-
ever
I may have
Sharted?
sharted,
You've never just.
but I've never shat.
Have
my
you ever
pants.
been so tired coming home from training where you're just like, I'm just gonna go here. Like, I'm not even trying to like race the clock. I'm just gonna go right here as I'm driving.
Never.
Never. Have you done the pull over, like drop it out in the road and take off?
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you where, but I have pooed in nature.
In nature or like pulled over?
No, in nature.
Oh, that was whatever. I've done that. Did I tell you I almost got arrested or I almost got caught pooping?
No.
I've never told you this?
No.
All right, we'll end it with that story. It's getting late. So I had just started college and I was dating a girl from like my old neighborhood before I moved. So I would go over there, obviously hang out. And now all my friends lived in that same neighborhood. So we would just go over to her parents' house, obviously, and we'd all just sit there and hang out. And we were there like all afternoon, like everybody was there. I'm like, oh man, my stomach hurts. And they're like, just use the bathroom here. I'm like, no, you don't want this one in this house. I'm like, your dad hates me enough already. Like, he's not going to be happy if I drop this here. They're like, just go. I'm like, no. But I was doing it for like hours. I was like, I can't. And it was just building up. And then finally it's like midnight. I'm like, all right, I got to go. Like, everybody's leaving. I'm like, I got to go. Driving home, and it's just, like turtle was poking. And I'm like, I can't. There's no way. I'm not going to make it. So the road that I used to take home was Hagen Ranch, right? But it's like back then it wasn't really developed. Yes, there was homes and stuff there, but there was like nobody knew about that road.
It was two-lane roads. Two-lane
Just
road.
2-lane. There was no roundabouts or nothing. It was just a straight road. It was whatever. So there's no street lights, no nothing. So I'm like, I can't, man. I can't do this. So Boom. I was driving a big 4Runner at the time. So I pull over, and you know how like those housing complexes have the walls, like they have like the whatever 7-foot wall, 6-foot wall, and then there's bushes always in front of it. I pull over. The bushes were about like 15, 20 feet away. I just ran, and I just stashed in between the wall and the bushes, and just and it wasn't like an easy one. This was taking some effort. Out of nowhere, I just see lights pop up, and it's a cop car, and he passes by, and then I see him stop. So I'm in the bushes, just tucked, like, oh no. He gets out of the car. Flashlight on, starts looking inside my car. Obviously, like making sure nobody's in there or whatever. He's looking inside of the car, and then he starts shining the light on the bushes. Because I'm assuming the next thing he was probably thinking is like maybe someone pulled over here to go rob a house and come in. So he's sitting there for like a good 2-3 minutes. And I kid you not, I'm in the bushes just like this. Like, I'm done. I'm making eye contact. I know he can't see me because I'm looking through all the bushes, but I'm just tucked away. And I'm like holding whatever like energy I got left, trying not to breathe, just going full like ninja style. Scanning for a couple of minutes, turns off the light, gets back in his car, and takes off. I was like, oh my God. After all that pressure, got back in my car and made it home, but I was this close. Like, I've never been so close to just death, because if you get caught pooping like that in public, that's not good on the record.
I think any man would understand.
No, I don't think
any man would understand.
No.
When I wrestled, we used to wrestle in this place up in, I want to say it's Brooksville, Florida. May not be Brooksville, but it was around there. And we would wrestle in this place, and the bathrooms were absolutely disgusting.
That's not a surprise. That's like a regular jiu-jitsu tournament.
Right. But like beyond disgusting.
Right.
So what I did is I took a folding chair, metal folding chair, opened it up, put it on its side. So the chairs make like a V.
Right.
And then I found a plastic planter. And I put this, and I grabbed some toilet paper. I set it up in like around the corner of everything behind these bushes.
Right.
And I pooped in the planter.
Why wouldn't you just sit backwards in the chair?
I don't know.
You were bigger back then?
No, it's not so much that. I think I was afraid of the, like, there wasn't enough spread, and then, like, what happened if I didn't get like off the chair enough?
Right.
But when you turn it on its side, this is an old wrestler's trick.
Right.
Like this is something I learned. This is
On
one
the
of
road.
the things
That's life on the road.
that I was taught by an old wrestler.
Right.
And before he's like. And it was the first time I had to use the trick, and it works.
Right. I know it works for sure. It's gonna work.
Yeah.
Listen, like the old road dogs are gonna get you all the good tricks, for sure. You're like, have you seen the trailer hitch now that you can just get like that? You can just get a trailer hitch like toilet bowl with like a bag under it. So you could, like, if you go camping, just put it out there. You could just sit in the back of your truck.
That would be weird. I don't like I don't like being out and pooping.
Like out in the open?
Yeah, I gotta
Why?
be hidden.
You gotta be in closed space.
I gotta be like I can't have and everybody's gotta leave me alone. You know what would scare the shit out of me? Would be in a prison and have a roommate.
Oh, you gotta like make eye contact and pooping?
Where you gotta poop with them there. That would suck.
I think at one point you finally just get over it.
Oh, I'm sure. But until you do, until I did,
yeah,
it would suck the entire time.
Yeah,
it's like I like to be alone when I poop. I don't want anybody talking to me.
You're a home bowl kind of guy.
Yeah, I don't want people calling me.
Yeah, like having conversations, having the conversations.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you.
Have you seen the video of the guy handing out Halloween candy in the stalls?
No.
Dude, I got to say, this video is so good. This guy's sitting there in the toilet stall with a giant bowl of Halloween candies, like Snickers and like Three Musketeers and stuff. And he just goes under the wall and goes, "Hey, bud, happy Halloween." And the guy is like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, thanks." Then he goes to the other side where the urinal is at. He's like, "Hey, bro, happy Halloween." And the guy's like, just starts laughing. He's like, "Are you serious right now?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I've never been so close to an angel." And he grabs like a handful. And he's like, "I think there's somebody in like the stall in front of you. Like they might want some candy." And he's like, "Hey, bro, here you go. Happy Halloween."
You know, one of my favorite gags is when someone goes to a public bathroom, says they don't have toilet paper, and like take Nutella,
Just like hand
and
it.
then grab it. And
I can't even imagine what I would do if someone did that to me. I would freak out. I would probably scrub my hand until it bled and then just set it on fire. I would just straight up throw like gasoline on my hand and set it on fire.
Gag.
Oh, it's great. You don't see it like when the parents do it to the kids and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh.
I see the little boy. I seen one of our little boy was going.
Those are the best. I love a good prank like that. No, but
The other good one is when they're in a stall and they take like a water bottle.
Oh, and they squirt it on the person's shoe.
They squirt it on the person's shoe.
You see like the one that dude gets super pissed and starts banging on the door?
I don't know.
Yeah,
they all get pissed.
Yeah, but like the guy's like gets up and he starts like smashing on the door. He's trying to like punch this kid. Man, but like getting shoes peed on, I think happens when you go to like football games and stuff, especially when they have like the whole trough system. Super awkward, by the way. That trough system is the most.
I don't mind a trough.
I don't mind it, but it's definitely an awkward like system. Like,
have you seen the guys?
Just like go and brush their like scrub their face in the trough.
No, passed out in troughs.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that in person. I've seen that in person. One of the funniest things I ever saw. I'll never forget this. Because I used to go up to party in Orlando all the time. I'd go like once a month. And we went to this bar in downtown Orlando. And the way that it's set, again, super weird. But you go into the bar and there's urinals right there behind a two-way or one-way mirror, I guess, two-way mirror, whatever it's called. So you could see the whole bar.
Oh, I've been in a place like that.
Which is awkward. But mind you, there's a line of guys.
You know where there's a place like that? Up in Abacoa.
I'm not surprised. But there was a guy like using the urinal while he's texting on the phone. One dude in front of me, and then obviously like I'm standing there, and this guy's sitting there like brunch wasted while texting, and he dropped his BlackBerry phone straight into the urinal that's filled. He's like, "Oh, fuck!" We were just sitting there like not trying to laugh. He's like, "Damn it!" He's like sitting there like scrubbing it off. Bro, we just started dying. It's like a bathroom full of dudes just dying laughing.
You know, the cover photo for this should just be us and a bunch of poop emojis.
Poop emojis? I can make that happen. I can just make you pooping in the woods. All right. I think that's it for us. No big news to share this week. Don't forget to check out the live stream. As always, don't forget to follow Shawn at Gorilla Boy BJJ. Follow me at Sonder Marketing. And don't forget to follow the podcast at Jiu-Jitsu Radio. We're on YouTube everywhere. You can check us out on YouTube for the live game streams. We haven't heard about any other tournaments coming up that we might be able to live stream, but stay tuned. Check out the website, jiu-jitsuradio.com. And as always, please go ahead and support our sponsors, Choke Aloha, Jiu-Jitsu Soap Co., and Giraffe Choke. Check out the description of the podcast to get the hookup on the discounts, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.